Hi, I'm Abigail Lacy. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I'm here to talk to you guys about my daily four mindset and a little bit about my sales funnel, which is something I'm really passionate and really excited about. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about my NBR journey and where I am today and where I started. So I actually started my journey in 2018, and if you guys remember on the video that they opened with on day one, I was the first one to talk into the mic, and I believe I said something along the lines of, I'm here because I don't just want to achieve my goals, but I need to achieve my goals. In 2018, I was 23 years old. I was living at my parents' house still, hustling really hard. I worked in my mom's, it was a home salon, but we called it a private salon. But it was a home salon, basically in a glorified garage that was made really pretty. It was just me and my mom. My mom does nails, by the way, not hair. But I grew up in the salon world, and I didn't want the life that my mom had. And my mom did great. She worked because she wanted to, for fun, but she didn't profit. She let her clients dictate her entire life. She always came home cranky and complaining about a woman named Barbara Jean. Barbara was the worst. I knew all about Barbara. Barbara sucked, okay? I didn't want Barbaras in my life anymore. And at 23, I was doing really, really well for myself. I lived in a town called Troutdale in Oregon. I didn't grow up there. I grew up in California. I was totally uprooted around high school. I didn't have the foundation of starting to do hair in the town I grew up in with all my high school friends and my college friends. I didn't have that. I'd never really worked there. I just finished a couple years of high school, got thrown into beauty school, and was still at home with my parents. So I didn't have anything but social media. I found Danielle White on Instagram, as many of us did. I didn't even know she was talking about hair extensions at the time. I just wanted to be her. I thought she was so stunning, so articulate, so well-spoken. Her work was so beautiful and just voluminous, and the color, everything just spoke to me, and I wanted it all. I wanted to speak like her on video. I wanted people to go to my Instagram or website or whatever, and I wanted them to watch me in the way I was watching her. But there's something you guys need to know about me is that I suffer from debilitating shyness. And you might be wondering, there's no way you're up here, you're speaking. My entire life, I was the baby that my parents would have to take away and say, okay, guys, don't look at Abby. She's gonna cry. I was the baby that if everyone stared at me, hysterics. You could not throw me a surprise party. Hysterics. I was so shy, and I still am. And it's funny because I can be here today and I can talk to you, and to be honest, I didn't even know what I was talking about until about 10 minutes ago. I thought maybe funnel, maybe daily four, screw it, I'm just going up there, I'm just gonna tell my story. But I found at a young age that I am extremely shy. I don't like to be the center of attention. If we're out and about, I'm the one standing there like this, just in the back here with all these amazing coaches. Such a dream. Feeling a little Liz McGuire movie right now with my headset. Loving it. Sitting back there, I am like this. Terrified because I am so shy. But from the age of probably 8 years old, when my elementary school had this big production, and they were casting who got to be the roles, and there was the role of the villain, which that was my jam. I wanted to be the evil villain of this production because it was so cool. And the boy I liked was the superhero, and I thought it would be really, he'd notice me, it'd be really fun. I stood up there in front of the class, just beet red, and had to audition in front of everybody. And I stayed up all night practicing. I cried. I was terrified. But I did it because it was something I wanted. And at that time, the cute boy in 3rd grade, his attention. That's what I wanted. And I got the role. I don't know if I got his attention, but I got the role. I did it, and that was a really big deal for me. And this pattern has repeated my entire life. I had to move from my little small town I grew up in to Oregon at going into sophomore year of high school, which is a really hard age to be uplifted, from a school of about 300 students total to a school of 2,000. And I knew not a single person in the state. And that was terrifying. But I wanted to be on the cheerleading team. And the same thing repeated itself again. I forced it, I pushed it, I was terrified. They made me audition in front of the entire team because I was halfway through the school year, and I did it because it was something I really wanted. Now, today, 2023, I am married, I'm a mom, I'm on my 2nd home. I own a salon, my dream salon that I've always fantasized about and wanted. And the same process I went through with all of those little achievements in my life, I had to do the same thing for this. Because being shy isn't an excuse. It's not a condition. It's not a life sentence. It's something I can overcome if I want it bad enough. And to be honest, I can't afford to be shy, and neither can any of you. I will walk back there and I'll probably have my head down and I'll be quiet again. But up here, talking to you guys, I can do this without a script, without a game plan, because I'm incredibly passionate about what I'm talking about, because it's important, and everyone here needs it. It needs to see it and believe it, because the story you're telling yourself of I'm too shy, I'm too nervous, people will judge me, all the girls I went to high school with are gonna be watching, how embarrassing, how cringy, get over it. Because you can't afford to give a shit. So for me, Daily 4 was just like anything else with NBR. The first time you practice beadwork, you probably grabbed a section and tried to tie the knot, and it was just sliding all over the place. You could not get the freaking first bead on. It felt so awkward. Your hands are sliding. You don't know how to hold these pliers. Daily 4 is no different. Going live is no different. Doing a story, putting yourself on there is no different. It feels weird. And just like with NBR, the more you do it, the better you will get. And it won't feel like work anymore. Everyone at the salon always talks about how I can talk to my client nonstop and still do an install fast, because it's just muscle memory. I don't even have to pay attention anymore most of the time because I just have practiced it so much. And Daily 4, your marketing, it can be the same way, but it's not gonna get better until you just do it. Something I learned very early on in this journey was the Daily 4 doesn't work unless you do it with intention and unless you are being your true self when you're doing it. And what I mean by that is, we all know your initial reaction when you pull up your phone, okay, I'm gonna do a story. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. And you jump on there. Hey everybody, happy Monday. I'm at the salon. I'm gonna have a new install today. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, I'll see you guys later. That's not how I talk. I don't talk like that. Why am I talking like that all of a sudden? And truth be told, I don't think I want the client that talks like that. Personally, I don't know if I want to hang out with that person 4 or 5 hours. So when I started viewing Daily 4, going live, putting myself out there, I realized it works so much better if I just press record and I start talking the same way I'm talking to you right now, which this is actually how I talk. I get so much more feedback, clients that talk to me, and honestly, the clients that come in are my people. They have my sense of humor. They like my style. They're moms like me. They're hustlers, they're entrepreneurs. They're my people, and I love those people because I'm just being myself. and I'm just putting myself out there, and those people are attracted to me just as I'm attracted to them. So changing the mindset with your daily 4, it's always better quality over quantity, right? We all know. You can be hitting your daily 4, but if there's nothing behind it, if there's no passion behind it, if it's not true, if it's not real, maybe it's not hitting those goals. However, something that I have added into my marketing within the last year was my sales funnel. Now, the sales funnel was something that I was super excited about because I got to be what a client gets to be, right? I got to be the person on the other side of the application, just like we all did at one point to get here today. I remember watching the videos of Danielle talking, and of course, she's not talking to me about doing my hair. She's talking about this, her life, what she's doing. And we all know that feeling of, oh my God, I want that. I want everything she's saying, sign me up, take my money, I wanna be there, fly me out. I knew I want my clients to feel that way when they watch my thing. And I can hustle and I can do my thing on my daily 4 every day and I can put myself out there. But everyone's doing that now on Instagram. I feel like I had kind of an advantage when I first started because nobody was doing NBR really in my town, in my state, and not a lot of people were using like a professional camera. So I felt like, cool, my stuff is awesome, it's standing out, whatever. But now we're kind of at a disadvantage where everyone has a 4K iPhone. Everyone's stuff looks really good now. Everyone is so creative. This new generation, TikTok and their reels, like they're so aesthetic. It's so pretty. So it's hard to stand out on Instagram now because everyone is doing really good. Not to mention the apps that we can make people look prettier and their makeup look better. And so everyone's photos just look really good and professional and lovely. So this is where the funnel comes in for me that I feel takes me, my work, my salon to the next level compared to all the other people in my town offering extensions and offering beautiful hair. So if you guys are familiar, if you guys have seen the other stylists that have a sales funnel, a lot of them are the trainers, the big players, right? When I saw their funnels, again, I knew I wanted that. I wanted to be at that level. Whether my skill was there or not, I knew that's where I wanted to be. So when I went through Academy, the funnel was the assignment I got stuck on for about a year. I'm a super senior for the Academy, guys. I finally graduated. Thank God. Thank you. I started in February 2020. I flew to Houston at Amanda Kelly's salon. So excited. I was 12 weeks pregnant. Nobody knew. So pumped. Signed up, honestly, because I wanted the funnel more than anything. I had already been in the program, and this was like a new academy, and I was super stoked. Of course, we all know what happened as of March of 2020. So things started to slow, right? But it was a perfect time for me to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna focus on the sales funnel. I'm gonna get this ball rolling because things are kind of slow right now. And that's what I did. I shot the whole thing. I went off the assignment to a T, so I thought, right? All the questions, cool. I brought in client testimonials. We recorded it, everything. I get the video back, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The videographer I found on Instagram, she does like some little documentaries and her style and the music, and it was so pretty that I was like, oh yeah, smashed it. I'm gonna pass, like this is it. I did it. I submitted it, and I actually did not pass. And I was pissed. I spent $3,000 on this videographer to shoot this beautiful video, and I didn't pass. But I couldn't be mad because the feedback I actually got from Coach Courtney was kind of an eye-opener for me. The feedback was, hey, your video's beautiful, the music is beautiful, you're so great at speaking, your client testimonial is awesome, but it's a little repetitive, and I don't feel like you're telling the story and showing it in the right order. And I was like, what do you mean? Yes, I did. I showed all the steps, I had a model come in, I did the thing. She was totally right. I went back, I watched it, and it wasn't telling the story, and I don't feel like I got my message across clear enough to sell with this funnel, with this videos. So I went back to the drawing board. I actually had the videographer come back We reshot the majority of it with extreme detail. This is the message I need to get across. These are the points I need to say. This is what I want to show. I had to explain to her the feeling I need these videos to have to show my clients, to show prospective leads, to show people like me who were watching Danielle's videos, to have that same feeling that I need this feeling. We reshot it, re-edited it, submitted it, passed it, and here I am today because I'm assuming that they liked it because they asked me to come up here. So I'm very proud of my funnel, but the funnel itself isn't just a pretty video, a pretty website. It's a huge marketing tool. Not only has it, I felt, separated me from everyone else in my town, in my state, who's doing similar things and they're doing great at it, but it lets me be a true businesswoman, a true marketer, a true salesperson, saleswoman, because I'm capturing emails. I'm making email lists. I'm organizing my email lists based on, okay, all these people applied, they didn't book their consult, whatever it was, but they're all blonde with breakage. So I'm gonna send them emails with my blonde before and afters, and I'm just gonna keep coming at them. And then I have all these applications that are postpartum hair loss. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna cater these emails to them. I'm not working any harder because I'm already posting all of these things on my Instagram. I'm already talking about them all the time in my daily 4. I'm just taking the same picture, the same video, turning it into text, adding a little spice, making it a little beefier, putting my cute little link, and sending it out. And it works. And the reason it works is because it's a system. And for me, it saves me time. I'm a mom, I have a toddler at home. I don't like consultations that don't book. I don't have time for consultations that just want to be like, so what does the beads look like? What's it like? What's included in my first appointment? Okay, well, I'll let you know. I'm going to talk to my husband. I don't have time for that. I really don't. I'm a salon owner, and I'm still behind the chair, and I'm a mom. So what the funnel does for me is I may get less consultations than I did before, but the ones I get always book. I'm at like a 99% booking rate with my funnel because it filters out the people who don't take it seriously, the people who think I'm too expensive. I don't even have to waste my time because the funnel is doing all of this for me. And to be honest, if I have a day where, shoot, I forgot to do my daily 4 today, I can sleep at night because my funnel is constantly out there working for me, answering questions and capturing emails for me. So instead of wasting all this time only targeting cold leads on Instagram that have never followed me before, I can spend more time targeting the leads that I already know want it. I already know they can come to me. I already know they follow me, and I can warm them up a lot faster than the ones who I'm just trying to get to follow me on Instagram. So that's my thought.
To clap.